What if the world's darkest secrets were hiding in plain sight? What if governments, spies, and even nature itself have been concealing truths so shocking they'll make you question everything you thought you knew? The vanished. The mysterious disappearance of Japanese citizens and other dark conspiracies. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, a series of chilling disappearances rocked Japan. Ordinary citizens, men, women, and even children, vanished without a trace, leaving behind families desperate for answers. At first, these cases were dismissed as isolated incidents, but as the years passed, a disturbing pattern emerged. These weren't random acts of crime. They were part of a calculated operation orchestrated by one of the most secretive regimes in the world, North Korea. One of the most haunting cases is that of Yo Uchi, a 22-year-old single mother of two. On a quiet night in June 1978, Yo finished her shift at Tokyo's Cabaret Hollywood and walked out the front door, never to be seen again. At the time, her disappearance was brushed off as a young woman simply moving on with her life. But the truth was far more sinister. Years later, during the investigation of a tragic event, the bombing of Korean Air Flight 858 in 1987, a shocking revelation came to light. One of the North Korean agents involved in the attack confessed that she had been trained by none other than Yo Uchi. According to the agent, Yo had been abducted by North Korean operatives and forced to teach Japanese language and culture to spies. Yo's story was just the tip of the iceberg. As investigations deepened, it became clear that she was one of at least 17 Japanese citizens kidnapped by North Korea between 1977 and 1983. These abductions weren't the work of rogue agents. They were state-sanctioned operations. Some victims were snatched off the streets in broad daylight, while others vanished during vacations or even on their way to school. The North Korean government eventually admitted to some of the abductions, claiming that only 5 of the victims were still alive. They even sent what they claimed were the cremated remains of the deceased back to Japan. But DNA tests revealed a horrifying truth. The remains were fake. To this day, the fate of many abductees remains unknown, and the Japanese government believes the true number of victims could be as high as 800. This dark chapter in history raises unsettling questions. Why were these ordinary citizens targeted? And what happened to those who were never found? The answers may never be known, but one thing is certain. The North Korean regime's actions were as calculated as they were cruel. The CIA's heart attack gun, fact or fiction? In the shadowy world of espionage, few weapons are as chilling as the so-called heart attack gun. This device, developed by the CIA during the Cold War, was designed to kill without leaving a trace. The gun fired a tiny dart coated with a shellfish toxin that would induce a fatal heart attack. The dart itself was designed to dissolve in the victim's body, leaving behind nothing but a small red mark, easily mistaken for a mosquito bite. The existence of the heart attack gun was first revealed during the Church Committee hearings of the 1970s, a series of investigations into alleged abuses by U.S. intelligence agencies. CIA Director William Colby testified that the weapon had been developed as part of a broader program called MKNAOMI, which focused on biological and chemical weapons. While Colby claimed the gun was never used in the field, its very existence is a reminder of the lengths to which intelligence agencies have gone to eliminate their enemies. The heart attack gun may sound like something out of a spy movie, but it was very real, and it raises the question: what other secret weapons are hidden in the shadows? Rogue waves, the ocean's deadliest mystery. For centuries, sailors have told tales of monstrous waves that appear out of nowhere, towering over ships and swallowing them whole. These stories were often dismissed as exaggerations or drunken hallucinations. After all, science claimed that waves couldn't exceed 30 feet in height. But in 1995, a sensor on the Dropner oil platform in the North Sea recorded an 84-foot wave, proving that these so-called rogue waves were very real. Rogue waves, also known as freak waves or monster waves, are now recognized as one of the ocean's deadliest phenomena. They occur when two wave crests merge, creating a single, massive wave capable of sinking even the largest ships. The SS Edmund Fitzgerald, a freighter that mysteriously sank in Lake Superior in 1975, is believed to have fallen victim to a series of rogue waves known as the Three Sisters. The existence of rogue waves is a chilling reminder of how little we truly understand about the natural world. For every wave we can measure, how many more have claimed lives without leaving a trace? The poisoned alcohol of Prohibition. During the Prohibition era of the 1920s, the US government waged a war on alcohol, but their methods were far from ethical. To deter people from drinking, the government ordered industrial alcohol to be denatured, mixed with toxic chemicals like methanol, quinine, and benzene. The idea was to make the alcohol undrinkable, but bootleggers simply redistilled it, often without removing the deadly additives. The consequences were catastrophic. In 1927 alone, over 10,000 Americans died from drinking poisoned alcohol. One of the most infamous incidents occurred at New York's Bellevue Hospital, where 41 people died on New Year's Day after consuming tainted liquor. The government's actions during Prohibition are a stark reminder of how far authorities will go to enforce their will, even at the cost of innocent lives. Gorillas. From myth to reality. Today, gorillas are a familiar sight in zoos and nature documentaries, but there was a time when they were considered nothing more than myths. For centuries, stories of giant ape-like creatures roaming the jungles of Africa were dismissed as tall tales. It wasn't until the mid-19th century that explorers like Paul du Chaillu and Thomas Savage provided concrete evidence of their existence. The journey from myth to reality wasn't easy. Early descriptions painted gorillas as bloodthirsty monsters, a far cry from the gentle giants we know today. Even after their existence was confirmed, it took decades for the public to accept them as real animals rather than mythical beasts. The story of the gorilla is a testament to how easily myths can obscure the truth, and how often reality is stranger than fiction. Conclusion: the shadows of the unknown. From state-sponsored abductions to secret weapons and natural phenomena, these stories remind us that the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Some conspiracy theories are dismissed as wild fantasies, but others, like the heart attack gun or the North Korean abductions, are all too real. As we delve into these dark corners of history, one question remains. What other secrets are lurking in the shadows, waiting to be revealed? The truth may be unsettling, but it's a reminder that the world is far more complex and far more dangerous than we often realize.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next mind-bending theory. Thanks for watching, and remember, reality might be stranger than you think. See you in the next video.